When life stops making sense, can you still believe God is with you? Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 161, and Psalms 44 through 46 moves from questions to confidence, reminding us that God is our refuge and strength.
Finding strength and hope in troubling times. Insights from Psalms 44 through 46. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges, wondering where God is in your struggles? Psalms 44 through 46 offer a powerful reminder of God's presence and protection even in the darkest moments. These passages speak to our hearts, encouraging us to lean into faith during trials and tribulations. Psalm 44 begins with a communal lament where the psalmist recalls the past victories God has given to Israel. The people reminisce about how God delivered them from their enemies and provided for them, declaring, "Thou art my king, O God." Psalms 44:4. Yet, despite these memories of triumph, they find themselves in a troubling situation, feeling abandoned. They cry out, "What is this that thou art cast off?" Psalms 44:9. It's a raw expression of despair that resonates deeply with us today. In our lives, we often find ourselves reflecting on past successes, whether in our careers or personal lives, only to face setbacks that leave us questioning everything. For example, imagine working diligently for a promotion at your job, only to see someone else receive it instead. It's easy to feel forgotten or overlooked, much like the Israelites felt in Psalm 44. Moving into Psalm 45, we encounter a royal wedding song. This psalm celebrates a king and his bride, exuding joy and beauty. The imagery is rich, and it reflects God's ultimate plan for his people, an everlasting union. The psalmist writes, "Thou art fairer than the children of men," Psalms 45:2, emphasizing the splendor of the king. This psalm serves as a reminder of the joy that comes from unity and love, encouraging us in our relationships, whether in marriage or friendship. In modern life, we can apply this sentiment to family gatherings, anniversaries, or even just moments spent together around the dinner table. Think about how those celebrations lift our spirits and reinforce our bonds. These moments reflect the beauty of connection, much like the union celebrated in Psalm 45. Finally, we arrive at Psalm 66, a powerful declaration of God as our refuge and strength. This psalm opens with a profound assurance: God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 66:1. It paints a vivid picture of God being ever present during chaotic times. The psalmist describes natural disasters like mountains shaking and waters roaring, yet declares, "We will not fear." This is such a comforting message for us today. Life can feel chaotic, whether it's dealing with job uncertainty, family disagreements, or the constant barrage of information from our digital lives. When everything seems to be spiraling out of control, we can find solace in God's promise to be our refuge. Imagine a time when you faced a significant challenge, a health scare, for instance. It could have been a moment where fear threatened to overwhelm you. Yet, perhaps you found peace through prayer or the support of loved ones. Just as the psalmist encourages us to trust God amid turmoil, we can actively seek His presence in our own lives. As we reflect on these three psalms, we see a journey from despair to hope, turmoil to peace. They remind us that life is filled with ups and downs, yet our faith can guide us through. Each psalm speaks to different aspects of our human experience: lament, celebration, and reassurance. In our daily lives, we can find strength in community, support in relationships, and comfort in God's unwavering presence. Whether we are facing personal challenges, family dynamics, or the unpredictability of life, Psalms 44 through 46 encourage us to trust in God's plan. In every season of life, remember, God is our refuge and strength. How do you relate to the feelings of despair expressed in Psalm 44? In what ways can you celebrate the joys of your relationships, like in Psalm 45? When have you experienced God as your refuge in difficult times, as described in Psalm 66?
Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Psalms 44 through 46, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Psalms 47 through 50, so feel free to read ahead if you like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 162. Until then, stay encouraged and thank you for giving God His time today.